James Holder for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. With me I've got world title challenger Frank BUGLIONI after his devastating first round KO. Congratulations on the win, mate.
Thanks very much, James.
Blitz Feathertop out there pretty quick, didn't you?
Yeah. Do you know what? I wasn't even going in there. I mean, I knew Callum Smith had got rid of him. I knew Eubank had got rid of him, but he'd gone a distance with the likes of Rocky Field and Andy Lee, so I knew he was durable, and I knew there's no point trying to rush it and make silly mistakes to try and better what other opponents have done, because every night is different. But the shot came, it landed, and thought to finish him up. With
sort of having fought at a high level already in your career, did you you're more relaxed coming into these sort of fights?
Yeah, like the whole build up to this one, it was kind of a little bit late notice, but obviously I slotted into the training schedule with Don Charles so quickly, and that's partly because obviously I've been with Stephen Pascal and everything was done to the minute detail, and it's exactly the same with Don. Like, I walked in and the similarities was so evident that I thought, well, it's perfect. The only difference is obviously it's in London. I've got all the sparring, haven't got to travel, and it's kind of on my doorstep. But so that's why it was such a good choice and timing. And then we thought, well, if the fight opportunity is there, we got asked to fight. We thought, yeah, well, let's take it. Everything's going perfect in camp. It fits nicely, and it would just be like get a bit of ring rust off before we really go again. But no, we're all excited and looking forward to the next chapter.
Interesting, you mentioned the similarities between sort of the way you're trained with Don Charles, who you're working with now, as to sort of the tactics and training you had with Pascal Collins and Steve Collins. Very similar. I was speaking to your dad today, and he said the way you slotted in and the training methods, there wasn't too much change apart from the logistics and obviously not having to go out to Ireland.
It's high level boxing. It's both camps had that high level mentality and experience. So that's why I made it so simple. And I'm very excited.
No, you're not as highly strung as some of the fighters Don Charles has worked with in the past, but how are you finding things working with Don?
That's fantastic. I mean, Don's like me, very relaxed. We trust each other fully, so if he tells me something to do, I'll go and do it. And then when I'm in the gym, I just listen to him, fall into what he does, and it's like everything it's worked out perfect. As I say, it's slotted together so nicely. It feels, well, I've only been training with Don 4 weeks, but it feels like 4 years. It's phenomenal.
Do you feel comfortable at light heavyweight? Do you feel as if it's easier for you to stay at your fighting weight when you're not fighting, if you like?
Yeah, well, I was making weight for super middle, and I was big at super middle, but I wasn't putting the weight back on after the weigh-in because I think I was draining myself so much that I wasn't regaining all my strength and my energy. Whereas at light heavy, I've actually probably doubled my strength in the weights room and in the gym, and I've got more energy. So I'll make the weight and then I go right back up, and I'm a bigger animal, and I'm hungry.
I mean, you have matured in the time you've spent in Ireland. I said this before. You went from being sort of one of the most approachable, nice, well-mannered characters, and I'm not saying you aren't that way now, but you got a real ruthless streak about you.
Of course, you need a side.
And I think that being away from home that amount of time and having to sort of rely on yourself a little bit.
The world title challenge was brilliant, and I went away. It was like a back-to-back camp because of the pull-out. So I've done 8 weeks away from my family and friends. Had the fight, had a week off, and back another 8 weeks. So I've proven to myself that I can do that. I've proven that I can sacrifice that. So now I'm back, I'm re-energised, I'm refocused, and I take everything from Stephen Pascal and everything from the Dublin camps I've taken home with me. So like the dedication, the discipline, and like the last couple of weeks obviously I've secluded myself again. And it's gone from strength to strength. And Jose Burton, Bob Adjasaf, Tom Baker, the light heavies.
This is my next question. Are you interested in the domestic fights?
Listen, put them in front of me, I'll fight them, and I'll hurt them. I want to hurt these fighters. I'm not in here to make friends. I'm in here to hurt you. If you've got a belt, I'm going to hurt you for it. I want that belt.
Obviously, Bob Adjasaf relinquished the British title. He's now looking at European and above.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of that European as well. So if you want those belts, you have to fight me for them. I want to get myself in mandatory positions. I want to make it very, very hard to avoid me. And you're going to want to avoid me because I'm coming for you.
You mentioned Jose Burton. Is that a fight potentially we could see this year? Does it interest you that much, Frank?
Yeah, Jose Burton. I've got a lot of respect for Jose Burton. I've got a lot of respect for Tom Baker and Bob Adjasaf. But respect aside, I want to go and hurt these fighters. I'm in boxing to win titles and provide for my family. So,
Ruthless Frankie's back.
They're in my
He's
way.
back.
Jose Burton, I fought in the amateurs. We had a good tear up. I come out on top, and I had the hurting of him. And the pros will be no different. I'll come out on top again. And light heavy, I'm strong. I'm always good against taller opponents. I've never lost to a taller opponent. Shorter opponents, yeah, sometimes they got over the top with the right hand and caught me good shots. But taller opponents, I'll break them up.
Interestingly enough, you used to train with Tom Baker, and you've probably sparred him more times than most people. So is that a fight that interests you?
Yeah, Tom Baker. When I was training with him, he was like a younger brother to me because I used to spar him at the Repton and kind of nurture him and nurse him through. And the same at the TKO. I was boxing to orders under Mark Tibbs to just hold back a little bit. So I know what I can do to Tom Baker, and if he wants to fight, if he wants the big money fights, he's more than welcome to have them. But I'd advise against it. I wouldn't want to hurt Tom because he's a friend. Friendship aside, I want to hurt him.
We've seen obviously now you've split with sort of Frank Warren as your promoter. Are you now sort of a free agent, if you like?
Yeah, it was good terms with Frank Warren. I'm a free agent. I haven't signed with anyone, so regardless, if Frank Warren gets me the fights, puts the offer out or wins the purse bids for British titles or English titles or Commonwealth, I'll fight them. Whoever puts those fights in front of me, I'll go and fight. I'm coming for titles, James.
Listen, I'm excited for this year. I know it's a big year for yourself. So let's see.
James, I used to be an axe murderer. I'm a serial killer now. I'm lining them up.
Trust me.
I'm lining them up.
Trust me. Ruthless Frank is on it.
I'm lining them up, James.
Thanks for your time today. Congratulations on the win. And I'll catch you again real soon. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.